Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome and thank you for attending today's webinar. Basically, a day in the life of a sales rep. So one of the most common questions, I get asked by a customer is what a typical day for a sales rep looks like. So today, I'm excited to walk you through a day in the life of a sales rep and show you how our system play a crucial role in streamlining daily tasks and driving success. So basically, in today's session, I'll be demonstrating how the system adds value by improving productivities, enhancing efficiency, and helping sales team achieve better results. All right, so by the end of the session, you have a clearer understanding of how to leverage the system to optimize your own sales processes. Right, so I'll turn off my camera as of now so you guys can focus on the demo. Okay, so just a quick introduction. For those who don't know me, I am Matthew and I'm a CSM for APAC region. So basically my role is to make all of you get the most out of your system, and I'll be guiding you through today's session. So let's take a look at today's agenda. Okay, so we got 4 key topics to cover. First, we will kickstart your day with CRM insights. So I'll show you how to leverage customer data from the CRM to quickly gain valuable insight that can guide your approach through the day. Whether it's reviewing customer account activity, that's the main thing, reviewing account activity and understanding your leads behavior. So you know whether this customer is proactive or reactive, whether you know how many times you engage with a particular customer, right? So next we dive into designing a time-saving workflow. As I believe a lot of you would have known, you find that the CRM have a lot of things to like a lot of ways to do your work, and you want to find the one that best suits your workflow, and so today I will give you a very quick scope of how you can do it in a very time-saving manner. Right, so after that is basically we explore visualizing success with dashboard, because dashboard are the powerful tool to track performance and measure progress. Right, last but not least, basically to build winning codes, and today we will be talking about something special, which is automation. All right, so next slides. So now that we outline what we will be covering today, I want to talk about what you will walk away by the end of this session. So these are basically practical benefits that you'll be able to implement immediately to make a significant impact on your CRM data. So first, right, you understand how to build a sales workflow that not only work but work consistently. The word here is consistently. So I'm talking about a process that easy to replicate, grow your business, and ultimately drive profitability, right? So the next one, you'll be able to speed up the process from quote to order. The word here is quote to order. So with our upgraded task feature, you'll be able to create a successful quote faster and more efficiently. So the last one is basically you'll be able to maximize your sales potential with a supercharged centralized dashboard that keeps you on top of every opportunity. So centralized dashboard, it's just a very cool word, but right. So right now, let's go into our demo account. So here, right, what I'm going to do is show you a demo account that's my jam, so it's basically a fake account. It's a demo account, and you will see a lot of reference to jam in our system. So as we can see here, right, the first thing you can do here, you can take a look here, is overview dashboard, right? When you log into a system. So this dashboard is exactly what it says. It is there to give you an instant overview. The word here is instant overview of what is happening right now. So how many pending orders do you have this month? How many orders you have this month? How many open opportunities? So it's pretty explanatory by what the title show, if you click on it. But instead of doing that, I would suggest you start your day by looking right in the middle of the task list. So you can see here is a lot of overview task list. Today I don't have any more tasks. Maybe I just came back from month leave, so I have a lot of overview tasks here. All right, so the bell icon here is basically just a bigger overview of what this is. So if you're not in the overview dashboard, you can click this to look at all your tasks, which is here. All right, so if you can see, you can just click on here, for example. It will take you straight to the opportunity. You do not have to search for it, right, in the system. So when you start your day with daily tasks, please make sure that you are also checking your email, because it's really important to add those email in the CRM in the activities note. So what I mean is, when you look through your email, for example, I'm looking through my email and Joe Whedon just replied me. It will not be, it will not pop up here because it's in my email. So I'll need to copy and paste what's from my email to this activity board here. All right, so you know exactly what's going on for every customer, and you can update the status accordingly. All right, to update the status, you just go to here. You can click this. This is already a one deal, but there's a lot of stages here. For example, maybe I'm just only qualifying it, or maybe I'm just sending samples. Because example for the new task set opportunity that you're working on today. For example, let's say I create this opportunity today. All right, but I'm supposed to follow up on next week. However, I'm going on leave next week. So you need to update the status here. So when your colleague are looking through or helping to reply on your behalf, they know what's going on. Right. So this is basically to update the status. Then you can also add tasks here. Okay. For example, you can do this. You can add tasks here, and you can do whatever you want from here. And you can even what's the word, you can even tag your colleague if you want, just by putting the word at here, so they will be notified that you are going on leave and you want them to follow up on this particular thing. All right, so while the workflow here, I'm talking about, is based on being a more reactive task. So it's like you're just settling tasks here, right? It's nothing very, very important, but it's just settling tasks. You're not doing anything proactive. It's mainly just reacting to what you're going to settle. I'm looking through my status. I'm looking through the activities. I'm looking through my tasks. But how can I be more proactive? The word here is proactive with the data given is, I need to go back. I need to go to account manager dashboard. Okay, so this, all right. Just a reminder that each customer get a score in the system based on these three aspects, which is RFM. So recency looks at when they last bought something, frequency checks how often they buy, and monetary value adds up to how much they spend. So the CRM adds all this data, and that's basically the math for you. So by looking at this dashboard and the RFM analysis, you can start with the section that has the lowest score. And as an example here, we have at-risk customer, which is only 1 and at 3%. You can also look at the need engagement report or problem or missing orders and start from there. But as an example for today, I will use the RFN report, because from here, you can reach out to all companies that are in this situation. And what's the best way to do that? So for example, I click this, right? So at risk is the company called Small Street Espresso. So I can click this company and I will go to the contact session. So this is basically the company. You see, this customer should have ordered by now. So I go to this contact session and create an opportunity under the contact that you wish. Remember, the opportunity should always be created under a contact, not under a company. Because if you create it under a company, who are you supposed to, be in contact with? Let's say if the company have 10 people. So instead of doing that, you just create under a contact, so you know who you're directly liaising with, So for example, so we click on Jamie here. All right, and in the top right hand corner, we have a plus icon, and we can click. Wait, give me a second. This blocking me. Okay, we can click opportunity. All right, the description here I can put possible sales. All right, then we have to choose the type. For example, let's go with Gemja supply sales pipeline. I'm going to put, give me a second. I'm going to put contact customer, right? Then I'm just going to create this. So once this opportunity is created, you have two ways to contact the customer. First is either by clicking this, and you can just call them using the phone number. And another one is, or send them an email. However, they might not answer to your phone call. And what you can do in this situation is to leave them a voice message, and you can even set a task and call them tomorrow. So I can set a task here, call them tomorrow. Then my due date will be tomorrow. Didn't pick up my call. So I can just create this task. All right, then this will then appear on the overview dashboard on the bell, which is here. See upcoming tomorrow. And once tomorrow reach, it will become here today. All right. So please remember to leave some notes regarding this. So next time when you are on this opportunity, you know what is your last action, and you can also follow up with an email to let them know that you have called. Right. So let's pretend, all right, let's pretend they pick up and the customer would like to purchase some supplies from you. Next thing you should be doing is adding notes regarding from the conversation that you and him, and send the customer a quote. All right. So for example, I can type here customer reply saying yes to, let me just put $1 sale, right? That's it. I'm just gonna put here. This is the activity, all right? So I can either, there's two ways if I'm gonna proceed to quote. I can either convert to quote, which is this one, all right? Or I can go to quote here and click create subquote. What's the difference here? If I convert to quote, this opportunity, the whole thing will disappear and become a quote, right? But if I go to quote and create a subquote, the opportunity will still be there. Okay, so the opportunity will still be there. All right, so let's go. And so right now I'm gonna teach you something very cool. So it's a new features that's been out for just a couple of months now. And basically, please note that it is really basic, and we will basically enhance the feature. So we are really waiting on your feedback. So as you know, prospect, it's not a perfect, system. We are a system that, always working on improving. So yeah, first of all, you need to go to system settings. This is okay, and you need to type the word automation, all right? But there's a criteria, automation. There's a criteria which is for setting this up, you need CRM admin right. All right? And all you have to do is go to the system setting like I just show you and type in automation. All right. And you need to have this automation flow enabled. All right. After you click enable, go here, click configure automation flow. Here is where you can create automation flow. Okay, for example, I'm gonna create a new one. I'm gonna, all you have, oh yeah, how do you do this? All you have to do is click this, right? Click this plus button to create a personalized automation flow that you want. All right, so I'm gonna click this. All right, so currently we have quote chase. So what I'm gonna do is chasing quotes Matt. All right, then I click create. Okay, so this is the one chasing quote, Matt. Then I'm gonna put this view detail. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, right? So this one basically allow me to send one quote to a customer, and then will automatically chase it, so the salesperson don't have to chase it manually. The word is manually, all right? So I'm gonna click the pencil icon here. I can add in steps that I want. So the title name is chasing quote Matt. So what I'm going to do here is by having chaser email. All right. So let's give it a name first, chaser email. Okay. And choose the email template that you want. I already configured the chaser email. So I'm just going to click this, and I'm going to have a delay of 24 hours. So what this means is once the quote is sent out to the customer, if the customer did not click approve, 24 hours later, I will send a chaser email, which is automated, right? So I'm going to create here. So this is how we do it. Okay. Then I'm going to do another one because 24 hours, that's only the first chaser email. So I'm going to create a second chaser. all you need to do is to follow the same step, Okay, so click on the plus icon again, and this time we will name it second chaser email. Second chaser email. All right. And I'm gonna, so choose another email template that I've created. So this is going to be chaser email number 2. And I'm going to put an example for this one. I'm gonna put 48 hours. So after the first chaser email has been sent, if they did not approve yet, 48 hours after the first chaser email, second chaser email will be sent. Right. So basically, this is how you set up the automation flow. All right, so now we will need to choose what quote email is going to start the automation process. So, okay, so this is the automation process, correct? So which quote email am I going to use to start the automation process? All right, so basically which email template are we going to use to kick this in? So first of all, I'm going to go to system setting again, all right? And I'm going to go to document template, all right? Templates. Okay, this one, right? Click to configure, which is going to take you to the window where we can have to search the quote for. So it is usually going to be email cover for PDF quote, which is this one, all right? Email cover for PDF quote. All right, so if you have multiple quotes template that you are going to use, then you will just need to set up multiple automation for each one. So it's really easy to choose. So usually we will go to this email cover for PDF quote, just click the pencil icon again. And if you see, I scroll down a little bit, you can see the automation flow. So I'm going to go with chasing quote map. All right, so after having this, now what I'm going to do is basically to refresh the system a bit. Let me refresh the system. Okay, so I'm going to create a quote for you really quickly so that I can show you. Okay, let me go to my colleague's bakery, Kodruta's Bakery. All right, let me go to this. Okay, so I'm going to choose a contact and click plus icon. So for example, I'm going to choose a contact, all right? And I'm going to click this one. Just an example, you can click any of the people, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to click this, all right? Then I'm going to click quotes. All right, so description, I can just put jam supply. Okay, then just click create. Okay, after this is create, I'm just gonna add a random product because I need to sell something, correct? So I'm gonna continue with this. Okay, then I'm going, always remember in quote, we need a customer reference. So I'm just gonna put this Jamie 123. All right. Now, after, I'm happy with everything that I've added, I'm just going to click send. Okay. So this will basically, here send. So this will basically open up the email. And now I actually have to do is select the template that is going to start the automation. So remember just now I mentioned email cover for PDF quote. So I'm going to go is select a template, email cover for PDF quote. Okay, from here, I'm going to click send, and this would be the email that is going to kick in the automation flow. All right, take a look. Once it's sent, give me a second. So if I'm going to click on details on this specific quote, you can take a look. Ta-da! This is the automation, right? We can see that the email has been sent. And if I look at the automation right here, all right, you can see that it's actually active. So if you want to cancel, you can just click cancel. If you want to pause, you can just click pause. Okay, so this is basically the automation process. Do take note, let's say you send in the quote, the customer did not approve the quote, rather they just reply to your email. That reply would not be considered as an approval. So this will still be sent. Unless they click the approve button, this will always be active. right? So you can either, just remember to either pause or cancel if you don't want it, all right? So yeah, so this was it, right? This is the ideal structure for a workflow that we suggest because it is designed to streamline processes and significantly simplify your tasks. Okay, so yeah, basically just remember today what we talk about is basically overview dashboard, where we can take a look at, all your tasks, your pending tasks, things like this. And as a sales rep, usually you go to account manager and take some, proactive in, finding out which client you don't want to lose. So remember, this at risk, hibernating, needs attention, about to sleep. These are the usual one that is, that's about to churn. Loyal customer champion, potential loyalists. These are the one that is, usually your loyal customer. So you can always just go to here, to look at whatever, customer that is about to, leave or churn, and you can just take required steps from there. So always remember, whatever you want to do in contact. Never do in this company, rather do in contact. So whether you want to create a problem, you want to create opportunity, do inside the contact, all right? And always remember to update the activity. If you want to add tasks, just click here. And the special one for today is basically the automation, automation flow, where, remember, go to system setting, all right? So in system settings, just type in automation, you will find what you will need to do. And after having the automation set, go to document. All right, document templates. This is where you can configure which template you want the automation to be triggered. All right, so that is all, for today's webinar. So it's a very short and simple one. So I hope, you guys find this helpful. Okay, so yeah, if you have any question, just add them into the chat. All right, so the key takeaway is basically what I just mentioned just now, right? Just remember automation, then document template. This two is basically what you need to trigger the automation flow. Then obviously look at RFM. I always talk about RFM report simply because that is where we already calculate for you depending on the factors of what customer you really should be focusing on. Right. So yeah, please make sure to go to our webinar page. All right. Please make sure to go to our webinar page where you can see upcoming webinar. You can even register to them, but you can also see the previous webinar. Or if not, you can just go to YouTube and search Prospect Soft. There will have all of our recorded webinar.